Hello everybody, welcome to 2OG's Hooking and Stitching Island Style, coming to you from Deer Island, New Brunswick, Canada. I'm Antoinette, your host for today. Today's video is a review and comparison of 9-inch circular needles. A while back I had shown you some 9-inch circulars that I had gotten with a gift certificate I had gotten for my anniversary. So I knitted up some swatches, just small ones, and said I was going to do a review and comparison of them. I have 3 of them here. So let's get to it. I'll show you the 3 together and then we'll do one by one. Okay. They are the Addi Turbo, the Chiaogoo, and the Collage square. Excuse me, there are 4. I have the other one is in a bag. It's on a project, but I can still, it is the Knitter's Pride Dreams, and it is right here. I'm just going to take them off. They're on a, I'm using these on a project, so I have actually more of a comparison on this one and review on this one. So we'll be able to show. The first one I might as well do is the Knitter's Pride Dreams, since it is on a project. Now these ones are actually a 10-inch. And when they say 10-inch or 9-inch, that is from the tip to tip, includes the needle and the cable. Okay? And these are by Knitter's Pride Dreams. They are of bamboo. And I'm going to slide this yarn down so you can see them. This is what they look like. Let me shut this backlight off here. So we'll quit getting a glare. And as you can see, it has the size of the needle in millimeters and the US. These are a US 2.5 3 millimeter. And as you can see, the tip is fairly pointy to work with. The cable, very little memory on the cable. And they've been actually very nice to work with the exception of the one side, the join has hooked on my yarn. I did contact Knitter's Pride about it, so I'm waiting to hear from them, because the one side, there is no issue. The other side, there is. They're very smooth. I have no catching on my yarn. The yarn glides. I can show you right here. This is my Alaska hat that I'm working on, and this is let's go see where I'm at. A black yarn. It's tough to work with. Just trying to see where I'm at here. Okay, I'm on a pearl too. So I mean, the points are very easy to work with. The yarn glides very easy. So other than, like I said, that one little issue, catching just that little bit there, I haven't had really any problem with it. So that's the Knitter's Pride Dreams. And these are all fairly, roughly $10 to $12 Canadian. I got these at a local yarn shop. You can get them on Amazon. But like I said, had no problem with them. But that is the first one. I'm just going to, just so I don't drop my stitches, if you indulge me a second here while I put my point protectors on them, my little hands here. You can get these, I got these I think on eBay. They came in packs of 6 to keep from dropping your stitches. Just gonna put that back there in the pile of whips for the next video. Now the next one I'm going to do is the Addi Turbos. Now I used, on these 3 here, I used the same yarn, and this is all sock yarn, and this is the Addi Turbo, and this is a 10-inch, also named 10-inch, 3mm US 2. When I bought these all because of my sock knitting, but some of the smaller projects that I do, hats, sleeves, 3mm is one of the most popular sizes. So this is the Addi Turbo. And I just did a 3x1 ribbing. You can see. Now, here's the difference in the Addi Turbo. If you will notice, one side is longer than the other. Let me see if I can hold this. You can see. Okay. This is called Turbo. One side is the rocket and the other side is the turbo. So you can choose which side you work with. For knitting socks, you know, whatever you're more comfortable with. Not everybody can knit with these small needles. The key is to relax your hands. It takes some getting used to. The tips are okay. They're not real pointed. They're very slick to knit with. The cord doesn't have a lot of memory. So it is a nice cord. A very smooth join. I really didn't have any problem knitting with them. I prefer to knit with the smaller end. You can see, got yarn everywhere. They were very slick to knit with. You can see here. Right here. It would probably be easier on my overhead camera to work with, but I haven't learned to master changing cameras. If you notice, you can see it just glides. So I really had no issues with them. Now it's hard to see. I'm going to try to see if I can get I don't know if the camera will zoom in on this or not, but on the cord is the size. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to zoom in on that or not. Move the yarn out of the way. Yeah, it's really hard to see. Let me see if I put this behind it. This will help. It's hard to see, but the size is on the cord of it. It's not on the needles, so it's on the cord. I don't know if I like that. I prefer it on the needles. I mean, it's in like black on the needle, so I don't know if it would wear off after a while. But that's the Addi Turbo. It's made in Germany. It's, you know, it says castellknitting.com if you go there. It has the combination of the Addi Turbo and the Addi Lace, but like I said, it's not real pointed, but it is very slick to knit with. That's the Addi Turbo, combination of the Addi Lace and the Addi Rocket. Now the next one is one that I've been using for quite a while. In fact, it was the first brand that I bought. Is Chiaogoo. And I have quite a few of these. This is the Chiaogoo 9-inch circular. This is a 3.75 millimeter size 5. Now, any knitter that you talk to, they will tell you that Chiaogoo by far is the best no memory cord. Whether you're doing a 9-inch circular, the interchangeables, or the fixed circulars, it is by far the best cord, and I am in agreement. I love Chiagoos cords. They are the best. There's no hands down. I've tried most of the brands, with the exception of Hiya and Likey. I think are the only two I haven't tried. And this is the best cord. Love them. So this is the 9-inch circular, and I have made socks and hats on the Chiaogoo. I actually have socks going right now on my 9-inch circulars. Again, the points, they are a little pointier than the turbos, and I have no problem with splitting the yarn. They're very slick, very well made, very good joints. I've had no problem with them. Cords and your sizes, see if you can see here, are etched into the needle. And as far as knitting with them, like I said, knitting with them is a pleasure. With 9-inch circulars, or the 10-inch circulars, you just have to learn. The biggest thing with 9-inch circulars is you have to relax your hands. It takes some getting used to. You just kind of use your, but I find I enjoy knitting with them. DPNs too, but I do like my 9-inch circulars. I seem to get more speed going around. Now I do have the flexi flips, and I have been practicing and getting better with them. I don't care for magic loop, and I'm getting better at my flexi flips. But these are the Chiagoos. I have probably 4 or 5 pair of these. These are the Chiaogoo 9-inch. They're, like I said, I love them. Now the final pair are the Collage. Now Collage is a Canadian company. They had quit making them for a while, but they've started making them again. And these are a square needle, okay? And they've got a little bit of a bend here, as you can see, at the end of the needle to hold them with. And Collage, their needles come in 2 types of cables, firm and soft. This one here is a firm cable. I've never tried their soft cables, and I got this because I wanted to try the Collage needles. And if you look here, it says, I don't know, I'm getting too much glare on this. It says Collage yarns on one side here. I don't know how much that's coming through. And on the other side is etched the size. And the tips are fairly pointy without hurting your hand. I mean, after a while, you keep pushing on, it is going to hurt. And these are listed as true 9-inch. And if you take your, it's kind of hard to, with the bend in it, it will show, if you took the bend out, it will show 9 inches. But see, but because it's showing the 9 inches. Square needles, from what I've understood, is supposed to help people with hand issues, arthritis, tendonitis, carpal tunnel. Again, you can hold them down here, or you can hold them up here. Now, it is supposed to help with the angle of the knitting. I didn't have any issues with these. Very well made needles. With the angle here, it made it a little bit easier for, again, the small circumference for knitting and holding to getting your stitch off the hook. As you can see, they slide very nicely. The needle is pointed enough that you can get in without splitting your stitch. I mean, I had no problem. Very well to work with. This is their firm cable. Very smooth join. Had no problem with my yarn catching, splitting. I enjoyed working with all of these 9-inch / 10-inch circular needles. I have been doing 9-inch circulars probably for a couple of years now. I've used them for my socks. I'm using the Knitter's Pride 10-inch for my Alaska hat. The needles, the stitches are bunched up on it, but I'm using a very fine #1 yarn on it, so it's working perfect for the yarn. And those that want to try doing socks on 9-inch, you know, just pick yourself up one set and try it. I have several. I have these Chiagoos. Now, I got these from an Etsy shop in British Columbia. And I've got them in 3.5, 3.25, 2.75. And I've done quite a few pair of socks, and I'm actually doing socks on my 9-inch right now. These are just a plain vanilla sock. You can do the whole sock on the 9-inch. I do my heel flap and turn the heel on 2 DPNs. You can do it on 9-inch, but I prefer to do it on the heel flap, or on 2 DPNs, the heel flap, and turn the heel on the DPNs, and then I join back in the round to do the gusset. It's just the purling part is more comfortable on the DPNs. But all of these, I will list you know, where you can get these at Amazon. You can go to the website. Now, Knitter's Pride, you can get those from various places. Really, a lot of you know, a lot of the Knitter's Pride knit picks, a lot of them have the 9-inch circulars. If I had to pick one that was my favorite, that's Chiaogoo. But without, hands down, Chiaogoo is my favorite. I like them all. They all do a nice job. But Chiaogoo is my favorite because of their no memory cord. My least favorite, I guess, would be the Addi's. I don't care for the short and the long tips. It just feels awkward to me. But I mean, it works. But they all are good needles. So that was, you know, my review and comparison of the 4 different types of 9-inch, 10-inch circulars that I have. I use them all, and they're all comparably priced. The Chiagoos are a little more expensive. The most expensive is the Addis. The Collages, they're hard to get. That one was the only one they had at the local yarn shop I had. And like I said, they all range between 10 as high as $15 Canadian. I would say get yourself, if you're going to buy a set, I would buy Chiagoos and try them. Give yourself, a dozen rounds in trying to get used to them if you want to knit socks. There are a lot of tutorials on YouTube for 9-inch circulars. Berry Pink Knits, the Crazy Sock Lady, has a wonderful tutorial on using 9-inch circulars. Simply in Stitches, Off the Grid Needles. There are a lot of 9-inch circular tutorials, all very well done. And there are patterns actually written specifically for 9-inch circulars. And who knows, it may help you delve into the world of sock knitting if you were intimidated by DPNs or magic loop, or you just don't like magic loop or DPNs. This may be, your way into sock knitting. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to put them in, in below, and I'll put in the description box, I'll put in some links for these particular needles. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed this review and comparison. I do have more upcoming for the Chiaogoo shorties, the options nickel plated shorties, and also the new set of majestic square shorties that I have gotten and I am getting ready to try. So I will be doing a comparison between those three. Another upcoming review and comparison will be between Knitter's Pride, Knit Picks Options, and also Knit Picks Majestic Laminated Birch. Also, there'll be one down the line for DPNs, the Laminated Birch and Zings. So there are some upcoming videos for, comparison between the different types of metal and, wood and bamboo, what have you. Needles, interchangeable needles. All mine are interchangeable. I do have 2 different types of Tunisian. That's down the road. Crochet hooks, mine are all the same. They're all ergonomic. I got rid of all my bamboo. So I hope everybody has a great day. We're currently having that snow, ice, freezing rain, ice storm. So we're in the middle of that right now. Hugs, smiles, happiness. Pass it on. Make the world a better place. Stay healthy. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now from Deer Island.